It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Colts. So how about that? You want to talk about coming into a hostile environment and just silencing the crowd. They just did it.
Couldn't be a better start. There's no way. All week long, they've talked about having this type of a start, but I think they looked at it from the offensive team's perspective. You know, get the opening kickoff. You guys control the ball. A lot of people are now going to say, okay, now your offense, will they be out of whack? No, not at all. They're going to be absolutely happy. They're relaxed. They took care of business for them. They don't have any pressure now. They can just go play.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25.
They go play action here on first down.
Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted.
And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Okay, break.
Now Stewart on first down. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Dixie Maverick. Dixie Maverick. Ready.
Richardson working from the gun.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 7 yards there and a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
And they'll go to the air now with Richardson.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Now a handoff, running left, it's Stewart. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Anthony Richardson.
A 9-yard touchdown run.
And the Colts have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0.
14. Chiefs nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . .
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards, first down. They'll drop to throw.
They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. On the move past the 40.
And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Colts are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
George Karlaftis, the man to bring him down. Here's 2nd and 10. Richardson looking to throw.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, Stewart. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Second down at the 41. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 7.
Panther 11. Ready.
Here's Richardson to throw.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 25-yard line. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Warriors 17.
1st and 10, it's Richardson.
Over the middle, complete. It's Jones. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
13 yards. 1st down, Indianapolis.
Back to the ground now with Stewart. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And his kick is good. And that'll make this 17-0 here in the opening quarter.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Pacheco gets it again on second down. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
Okay, ready?
$17-0 our score after 1. Third down, the Colts beefing up the secondary. 6 defensive backs in the game. They'll look to throw here.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Back to throw now on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Let's go.
2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this will be taken at the 13. And he's loose again. Touchdown, Indianapolis. One of the more impressive punt returns you will see. That one from 87 yards away. And the Colts are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Well, what a game for him. He hits for the return cycle, so to speak. He had the kick return. Now the harder part, just got the punt return for a touchdown.
And I would imagine that the special teams coach, as the ball left the punter's foot, he was thinking, should have kicked away from it.
Yeah.
Should have kicked away from it. He's in a groove, and sometimes you hit those grooves or those zones in a game, and he's in one now. He's in perfect sync with his teammates blocking, and he knows how to find the end zone.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. But nice throw right there. And these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. And I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave. Embrace it.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Colts are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
At their own 40-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. Now a throw here, hauled in. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 46-yard line.
This 2nd and 4.
79 Broncos.
Richardson looking to throw this. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Big strides, look at him go. Touchdown Colts. A great effort there. 54 yards. And the Colts are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and a rout is on here in this first half.
Chiefs nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They're going to look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
He's to the 15.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. No going for two. They'll kick the point after. Now, the PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 6. He finds his man complete. It's Townsend. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On 1st down, they go back to Pacheco. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 51 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Townsend. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. 2nd and 1. Got a man in the middle, and it's complete. 22 yards there, a 1st down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Able to get away. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. They'll throw now on the final play. That is caught by Rice for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Chiefs are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half.
Extra point right down the middle. And they get a bit of a respite here from what's been an otherwise dreadful first half of football.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away.
And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
That's laid out deep for Rice.
And that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
You want to see a defensive coordinator get upset and throw his headset? This is the kind of play that'll do it. You force 3rd and long. This is almost sort of a give-up play. You're just hoping to get something positive, and it winds up breaking big, and they convert on 3rd down.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Back to throw again. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose.
Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter, it would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Looking to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Juju Prince. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Up the middle now with Stewart.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
1st down, Colts.
They go back to Stewart on 1st. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now 2nd and 5.
This is Stewart again. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
At the 14-yard line. It's a gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
There you go, partner. That's some old school football right there. You need 1 yard? Give it to your bruiser fullback and let him get the job done.
Rig alert! Rig alert! Let go!
Here's Stewart up the middle. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The handoff comes to Stewart. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Anthony Richardson with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Colts extend their lead yet again.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Chiefs 7.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
That's laid out deep for Rice.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Rashee Rice.
Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Chiefs are able to at least get one score back.
Extra point right down the middle. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. On 2nd down, they run with Stewart. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll get this all the way down to the Chiefs' 38-yard line.
85 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you talk about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
The busy night continuing for Stewart. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground again to Stewart. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
Nick Bolton there on the tackle.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now a handoff. This is Stewart. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you. and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Following the penalty, here's Stewart. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11.
And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 21-yard line.
Back to throw here.
That's laid out deep for Rice.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A pickup of 27. And they pick up the first down in the process.
Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them, because just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
That one caught by Rice.
And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts 42. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. And now they're in the hurry-up.
That's a gain of 5.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
That's laid out deep for Rice.
And this one is incomplete. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Let's go now.
And they will take a knee here. And they take a knee. The Colts send out their punter. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for week one and one of our